So please come to sit tall. An easy pose, cross-legged position. Separate those vertebrae. Bring the crown chakra straight up a little bit. Roll the shoulders back and down. Tuck the chin slightly back. Letting eyes fall shut, falling into your breath and slowing it down. Long, deep inhales, long exhales. Thorough breaths, completely in, completely out. Briefly scanning the body for tensions. Check out your legs. Hey legs, if you got any tension today. And if there's tension there, just focus on it, let it go. You make it conscious. Most tension is unconscious. So move up to the pelvic region, same thing. Make sure you're not clenching there. We often do that when we're unaware. It affects everything. Move up into the torso, keeping only what you need for the posture. Sort it out the best you can. Let go of things the best you can. Relax the arms. From the back of the neck, come up over the scalp, envisioning relaxing the entire scalp all the way over to the forehead. Unfurrowing the brow, unsquinting the eyes. Letting the cheeks be loose, lips and tongue loose, and jaw slack. You and your breath. I like to read Hafiz a lot of time, and I think that's the way you pronounce his name, I'm not positive. But he was quite the character. He had a sense of humor, and so it shows in this poem here. And as a preface, he uses the terms God, and he uses the gender he or him, this kind of thing. And just so you know, that is not my preference, but you do what you want. But to me, the divine is not only genderless, it is not an individual entity that's separate from us. That's my belief. That's what I see, so to speak. And when Anita Morjani, I think it is, had her near-death experience, she was blending with her deceased father and her deceased friend, and then she realized that for her, the way she perceived it, God was not an entity separate, but that it was an energy, and she was of that energy. She belonged to that energy and felt at one with it. That's more or less the way I see things, but everybody sees something different. And what I've gathered from watching near-death experiences, you're pretty much going to see what you believe. That's what I can gather from what I've read. So anyway, enough of that. Let's read this. Let me turn this down. This will distract. Love wants to reach out and manhandle us, break all the teacup talk of God. If you had the courage and could give the beloved his choice, some night, he would just drag you around the room by your hair, ripping from your grip all those toys in the world that bring you no joy. Love sometimes gets tired of speaking sweetly and wants to rip to shreds all your erroneous notions of truth. That makes your fight within yourself, dear one, and with others, causing the world to weep on too many fine days. God wants to manhandle us, lock us inside of a tiny room with himself, and practice his drop kick. Drop kick me, Jesus, through the goalposts of life. That's a real song. I didn't make that up. So the beloved sometimes wants to do us a great favor, hold us upside down and shake all the nonsense out. But when we hear he is in such a playful, drunken mood, most everyone I know quickly packs their bags and hightails it out of town. And Ruby says, love comes with a knife, not some shy question, and not with fears for its reputation. I say these things disinterestedly, accept them in kind. Love is a madman working his wild schemes, tearing off his clothes, drinking poison, and now quietly choosing annihilation. A tiny spider tries to wrap an enormous wasp. Think of the spider web woven across the cave where Muhammad slept. There are love stories and there is obliteration into love. You have been walking the ocean's edge, holding up your robes to keep them dry. You must dive deeper under, 1,000 times deeper. And one last one. And Rumi, when he uses the term friend, he's referring to God or the divinity, by however you see it. The friend comes into my body looking for the center, unable to find it, draws a blade, strikes anywhere. And the way I interpret all of that is life insists that we grow spiritually. And it will have its way with us. It'll drop us through the goalposts of life, drop kick us. And that's sort of what's happened with the COVID thing going on now. And the knife drawing, can't find the center, draw a blade, strike anywhere. And it's been mortal to quite a few. And the rest of us, it's certainly waking us up. And my way of looking at things, it's all good in the long range sense. That's not to diminish any of the grief and pain that we feel. It's just, this is life and death. Satanama. Infinity, life, death, rebirth. And so it goes. Okay, enough talk. Let's do our tune in and make sure everybody's on mute. And we're going to rub our hands together. Perfect prayer pose, active prayer pose. Sitting tall and proud, and deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale to begin. Om Charan for protection. Inhale. Anganena Juganganena Sanganena Siddhigadena Anganena Juganganena Sanganena Siddhigadena Angarena Jugangarena Sangarena Sitting good day, inhale and hold. Exhale everything and hold out. Inhale and relax. And let's do a little Sufi grind. Okay, inhaling forward, exhaling back. We're going to whip through these warm-ups pretty quickly as usual. I won't belabor that because we have to have time. Full moon tomorrow. Okay, so on the eve of the full moon is a really good time to practice and to meditate. And so we have special things for that. Next time you come to the front, reverse direction. Told you we were going to do it fast. So, heightened energy in the full moon, but it's not necessarily a bad thing at all. It's just energy. Energy is energy. Whether we make it good or bad is up to us. So we can harness this energy and make it into what we want. But it's a good time for transformations and for actualizing intentions, or setting intentions, actualizing them. So let's take a positive attitude toward it. Not a fearful one. Just say, okay, come on. You want to ride? I'm game. Inhale, center, hold. Release, hands on the front shin, spinal flex. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. The chest goes forward. On the inhale, exhale back. Head stays level. Inhale forward, hold. Release, hands on the shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs in back, elbows up, shoulder height. Inhale left, exhale right. I think everybody's familiar with these. If not, just watch me carefully. You see how my face is going with the chest. You don't focus on something in the room and do that. You let the face go with it. Inhale, center, hold, and release. I'm sorry, I was trying to see you up there. Megan, can we make the screens larger for the students? So then I can do my job. There we go. I can see you guys a little bit and admonish you when you screw up. Kitty. Okay. All fours for cat cow, begin when ready. Inhaling, belly down, face up. Exhaling, arch the spine, face down. Make sure you get in that face down, face up movement because that's the neck part of the spine. And get the breath right. You're inhaling cow, exhaling cat. Inhale, cow, belly down, head up. Exhale back to your heels, come into baby pose briefly. Your forehead, your third eye is on the mat. Draw your arms back alongside the body next to your heels. Palms up next to your heels. And begin rolling your way up. And do that brief camel, either by Coming up on your knees, putting your hand on your lower back and stretching back, or do a full camel just briefly, and then back down. It's just a counter stretch. Don't stay there. Legs wide for life, nerve stretch. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale right. Okay, everybody's pretty familiar with this. Go ahead and get your left hand on left leg or big toes, right hand on right. Inhale center, kind of twist your torso so you come straight down towards your leg instead of leaning into it. And inhale up center, twist, come straight down, leading with your chest as if you're trying to touch your chest to your knee. Inhale up center, exhale straight forward with a straight back. Inhale back up, feet together, continue the motion. Inhaling up, exhaling down, straight back. Try to leave your head right on top of the shoulders instead of bowing. This movement calls for just bending from the waist. Exhale down, stay down for a moment. Inhale back up, put the feet together, draw them up close to the body, sit tall and straight, very carefully, butterfly. Don't hurt yourself. Inhale, and with a straight back, exhale straight forward, just stretch it out. I love that. That feels really good. Okay, back to easy pose, cross-legged. Inhale, left shoulder, exhale, right.
Hi, David.
Put yourself on mute for now.
Will do.
You can unmute and ask questions.
What time did class start? Whoops, 5:30?
Yeah, it's 5:30. Yeah, we're just doing warm-ups right now. Okay, reverse. So inhale, right shoulder up, exhale left. Now both shoulders. Just let them drop. Don't bring them down with control. Inhale up, hold. Okay, let's do 7 shoulder rolls, one direction, 7 in the other, kind of rapidly, save time. Okay, inhale face to the left, exhale it to the right. Sat, nat, you think in your head. Inhale left, exhale right. Do it whatever pace works for you. I do it kind of fast because I'm used to it, but the neck is delicate. Honor yourself, honor your body. You're the captain. It's your call. Okay, inhale center. Exhale chin to chest. Begin a slow neck roll to the left, bringing left ear to left shoulder. Rolling around to the back, inhaling in the back, rolling right ear to right shoulder, exhaling to the front. Let's do 4 in each direction, please. These do not have to be fast. Just make an effort to keep that face facing forward so you get the proper stretch. And when you got them all done, just remain still so I know you're done. Okay, that's looking good. So we have warmed up the spine all the way up to the top, and we'll do just a little bit of ego eradicator before we get right into the kriya. So you know mudra, you're going to bring your fingers to the pads at the bottom of the fingers, thumbs out, plug the thumbs into the ethers, into the universe, all the way up 60 degrees. And then eyes closed, looking at your third eye, and breath of fire. Go, please. So I read a quote by Eckhart Tolle. It was something to the effect, ego and awareness are opposites. The more aware you become, the less ego there is. And you can't have both they don't want to be in the same place. So I agree with that. That's what I experience, and I wish I could remember exactly the way he worded it. It was eloquent the way he put it. But the more aware we become, and that happens, of course, when we're doing Kundalini, the more we practice, we become more and more aware whether we like it or not. And then the ego takes a back seat. I personally do not think ego is to be eradicated. It has a function. It helps us take care of the body in this earth walk and social stuff and this kind of thing that all very important to human beings. It's just not supposed to run the show. We get into trouble when we think we are ego and we identify with it. It's just something to observe. And when we observe it, when we can observe it, it has less effect on us. We can better make decisions and choose our path rather than to do it unconsciously. See the connection there? You know, the more we're aware and observe ourselves, then we become conscious. Then ego doesn't rule us unconsciously. All right, inhale, thumbs overhead to touch. Bring the fingers open to the heavens. Slow exhale, sweeping your auric field as your arms come down. And we are good to go. We're going to get right in the kriya. Now, I very often teach this kriya on a full moon for the reasons that there's some challenges in it, but it's not super exhausting. It has some exertion in it, but it's not super thus so. We're already heightened energy, okay? So we don't need to jump around the room and do all kinds of crazy stuff. We're already there, right? We need to relax. So this one is called Relaxation Series to Remove Negativity and Tension. Good thing for the full moon, so you can enjoy its energies rather than be distracted by them or upset by them. But we don't need to do that. Okay. I wish you well in dealing with the energies. So let's see what we can do. We're going to get into this one. Coming to sit in easy pose. And your hands are resting in your left, right, into left. And here's the deal. You're going to inhale for 5 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. About at that pace. And then you're going to exhale for 5 seconds. There is no hold. So inhale for 5, exhale for 5, and then, make sure I understand this. And then hold out and pump the stomach for 5 seconds. So at about that same pace, 1 pump per stomach per second, I would, but whatever you want. If you want to do double time or triple time or whatever you want. So, but for me, timing, I like to keep a beat. So pump, 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 pump. So you're inhaling 5, exhaling 5, holding out 5, and pumping the belly as you hold out for 5. I hope that's clear. Unmute and ask me if it's not. Okay, please begin. They don't give an eye position, but just let your eyes fall shut. And I always suggest looking at third eye. Very meditative. Unless your teacher keeps talking and you can't concentrate. Inhale. Exhale, relax. And you're going to come to lie on your backs. And before you begin, this next one is only going to last 60 seconds, so don't start it until I tell you. But I'll demo it. There's not much to it. You're on your back, and you lift your hips only off the mat. So you're being held with your back and your heels. And you're going to hold that for 60 seconds. I'm sure you are. You'll do your best. Okay. Wait till everybody gets into position.
Can I ask a question, David?
Sure.
So do you bend your legs or are you trying to keep them straight?
You're trying to keep them straight. Very good question, because I don't know what I look like when I demo it.
I wasn't implying, but
Okay.
so your legs are straight and the only thing that should be touching the ground is your feet and like your
Shoulders, your upper back.
and your head. Okay, thank you.
And your head, yeah. All right, everybody in position. And please begin. Thirty seconds. Inhale, exhale, release. Very well done. Now, remaining on your back, this continues to get interesting. We're going to raise our legs only 4 to 6 inches, and you're going to hold with long, deep breathing. It's not a true stretch pose. And the toes are pointed. So your legs are straight, you raise them up 4 to 6 inches, pointed toes, and you hold with long, deep breathing. And please begin. Again, it's 60 seconds. The whole body will salute you and you can digest anything. So, have a bowl of nuts and bolts tonight. All toxins will come out and it is good for the heart. Hang in there, hang in there. Inhale, release. Well done. Okay. Now the next one, you're still on your back. And on this one, you raise left leg only. Straight up, 90 degrees and with pointed toes. And you just stay there with long, deep breathing. And you make a conscious effort to relax your entire body except for your left leg. That's the only thing that you're having to put energy into. Try to relax everything else. This cleans toxins and renews vigor. Long, deep breathing. And try to hold it up without your arms if you can, just straight up there. Excellent. Everybody's doing the best they can. Just hang in there. We will be here for 3 minutes. It's doable. And if ever you need to break, so be it. Take a few breaths and just come back. That's the name of the game with Kundalini. Just keep trying. And part of the trick is relaxing the whole body except for that leg. Don't waste energy on anything else. This is a Kriya of contrast. You have contrasting tension and relaxation, and tension and release. And that brings forth relaxation. Almost there, almost there. Inhale. Exhale, relax your leg down. And this one, you raise the head, bringing your chin toward your chest. And that is the only thing that moves and the only thing that has tension is your head and the neck. Try to relax the entire body. So assume the position and you're on the clock. And like with any of the others, this one is quite a strain on the neck. They say it's good for headaches. And what does that mean? Does it give you one? No. But I don't get headaches much, but if you do, you might try this and see if that would help. But it's supposed to strain the muscles. You're not supposed to hold it up or anything, strain the muscle. And if you need to break, go back down, take some breaths and come back. You can do that as many times as you need to. Long, deep breathing, relaxing everything, but obviously your neck. If any of you are prone to headaches, I would be curious to know if this works for you to relieve a headache. 30 seconds. Inhale, exhale, relax. Well done. That one's not easy. I know. Okay, at least the next one is different. You're going to lay on your right side and you're going to cradle your head with your crooked elbow on your right arm. So you make a pillow with your right arm. And then legs are straight. And then you bring your left leg up as high as you can and leave it there for eternity. And the idea, again, is to relax the entire body with the exception of that left leg. It's curious how Kundalini often is asymmetric, and we'll do only one limb and not both. Sometimes we do both. In this case, it's only the left leg. But if you think about it, there are organs in the body that are asymmetrical, like the liver is off to the side. Stay relaxed except for the leg. Thirty seconds. Inhale, exhale. Roll over onto your belly. Turn your head to one side. You have 60 seconds rest. Now reach back and grab your ankles, but we're not going to come up into bow. You're just going to hold your ankles. Your upper body stays down and your legs stay down. And just do long, deep breathing from that position. They don't give a head position, but you can either have it on your chin or you can turn your head to the side, whatever is most comfortable. Relax your posture, remaining on your belly with your arms down by your sides, palms up. You're just going to raise the upper portion of the body with using your back only and just hold it. So it's like a modified cobra. This whole Kriya is a really good one for practicing that concept of if you need to stop, you do. Take some breath and come back. That's the trick of Kundalini, and this Kriya, there's lots of opportunity for that if needed. Long, deep breathing. Twenty seconds. Inhale. Exhale down. And come to easy pose, please, for the last exercise, which is really a chant. And it's an easy one for everybody because it's the Mangala Charan, which we do for the tune-in. Adgadadame, Jagadgadadame, Satgadadame, Siddhigadadame. Well, we'll do a little slower and at a steady pace. And we'll be doing this for 5 minutes. So, Gya Mudra, thumb and forefinger together. And it's recommended that your arms be straight and your fingers out. You don't have to be rigid about it or anything, but a good posture, just sitting in a good posture. And they don't give an eye position. So as usual, I should be closed, and I suggest looking at the third eye point. Okay, here we go. Inhale. And chant with me, please. Adgadadame, Jugadgadadame, Satgadadame, Siddhigadadame. 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 Adgadadame, Jugadgadadame, Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah, Angare Namah, Jagangare Namah, Sangare Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah. Inhale and hold. Exhale, relax. Just sit for a moment. And come to rest on your backs for Shavasana. As usual, make sure your shoulder blades are together so your heart chakra is open. We'll be playing gong. So just receive. If you wish to set an intention, now's a good time. But I suggest you set it and then let it go. It's like when you make prayer, you send it out to the universe and you don't have to keep praying. You just put it out there and you walk away with faith and the magic of the universe. So this is a similar thing. And the gong is a magic. I just am honored to play it, but I have limited control over it. wiggling fingers and toes, gently coming back, circling wrists and ankles, each direction. Stretching arms overhead, full body stretch. And then drawing the knees to the chest, hugging them in, making little circles around your lower back, each direction. Extend your left leg out on the mat, pull your bent right knee over to the left into a cat stretch. Your right arm extends out to the right, your face turns to the right. Rolling back to center and reverse. Back to center, rub the soles of the feet together, the hands together, same time. Grasp your knees and rock and roll your way up. Okay, we're going to do a meditation that is specifically for the eve of the new moon, which is right now. So I thought we were blessed. I found this online today. Never taught this one, but it looks really sweet. So just like we were before, you're sitting cross-legged position and you're in Gya Mudra. The eye gaze is going to be at the tip of your nose, but your concentration is going to be at your third eye. And you're going to project a beam from your third eye upward, going out and upward at an angle. So again, you're looking at the tip of your nose. That's physically what you're doing. Energetically, you're projecting from the third eye up and out, like so. All the while, you will be chanting Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And I'm always saying infinity, life, death, rebirth. They offer an alternative here. Existence, life, transformation, rebirth. Existence, life, transformation, rebirth. Essentially meaning the same thing. Infinity, life, death, rebirth. Existence, life, transformation, rebirth. So everybody's going to be on mute, and you're going to chant this to yourself. Okay, at whatever pace you like. This is a meditation, so make it slow. You don't sit there and go, Sadhana. Yeah. Make it sweet. This is a very sweet meditation. And it says the power of acquiring insight into future thought forms. And that is only one of its many gifts it gives, but they don't talk about the other gifts. We just receive it and see what happens. So, Gya Mudra, tip of your nose, projecting up and out from the third eye, but your eyes are focused at the tip of your nose. Got all that? Please begin. chanting to yourself softly. And you can chant out loud if you like. Sa, ta, na, na. Inhale. Exhale. Relax the posture and just sit still for a moment. It says this meditation can be practiced anytime for stress relief, creativity, inspired eloquence, and the list goes on. During a full moon, our glands are most active. This can make us feel very emotional and reactive, or if we channel that energy, it affords the opportunity to make great gains on the inner planes and accelerate emotional healing. You've done wonderful in that tonight. You're making your efforts. Prayer pose, please.
May the Lord sun shine upon you. Oh, love surround you, and the pure light within you. Guide your way home. Guide your way home. May the golden sun shine on you. Oh, love surround you. And your light within you. Guide your way home. Guide your way home. May the golden sun shine on you. Oh, love surround you, and the pure light within you. Guide your way home. Guide your way home. Guide your way
And hold the posture just for a moment, please. Yogi Bhajan says, the game of love means to identify ourselves as infinity, not as an individual That's the difference. It's a huge difference. You have to understand today. You cannot identify yourself as an individual. You have to become a very simple, solid, neutral, well-mannered, and loving person. And he also said, love is the experience within oneself of one's own selflessness. That's why love is God. Beautifully done, people. Thank you so much for your practice. And I mean this sincerely. When you do your practice, you're doing it for all, the oneness of all things. Thank you. Satnam.